Welcome back to the channel. My name's Jesse. I'm so glad to see you. Today, I'm enduring the wind, struggling to set up a truck tent, and listening to the elk bugle all night, and I hope you will join me. Get behind you. The wind's starting to pick up a bit. I really hope that doesn't become a problem later when I'm trying to set up a tent. Which way is it, Gandalf? Left or right? Left. It's a nice, beautiful day. There's supposed to be fall colors out, but it looks like most of them have fallen. Ooh, what is this? I don't know if someone actually tried to sleep here or they just did this as a joke. I can't imagine it would be very comfortable in here. Plus, I don't think anyone would, actually camp out here. This is a hiking trail. This is a person, definitely. Probably. Goes all the way around. And there's tons of tracks around. Some deer, some elk, and then some cow. There are some free-range cows out in this area. Later, I want to go see if we can see a little fire watch lookout tower. The government's shut down, so I don't know if it'll be accessible or not, but we're sure going to try. Looks like tire tracks. I don't know why. I don't know how you would even get a vehicle in here. That tree looks like it's going to fall over. Isn't this grand? I really hope this wind doesn't become a problem later. I can't afford to take a long walk because the sun is already going down. So I'm gonna head back to the truck and see if we can find that fire watchtower. Fingers crossed we can access it. If not, that's okay. Oh, Gate, I'm so glad to see you, Gate. I'm glad to be back. My knee's glad to be back too. We'll go this way. My knee has been locking up lately. It'll not want to fully straighten out. That's not fun. It's not pleasant. It hurts quite a bit to pop it back in place. So I have to push my leg off to the right and then twist my ankle this way and it just kind of back into place. Makes a loud noise. And boy does it hurt. And I think that that's because I drive for a living. So that's why I'm out here hiking. I've been trying to hike more to maybe strengthen the muscles so it doesn't do that as much. I got my exercise obligation out of the way. She don't like to start when she's not cold and not hot. Man, them jets. I hope you can hear that. I think what's happening is the elk is over there, and there's a hunter over here somewhere, because every time this one does a bugle, this one does another bugle, but this one's not convincing. That one's real. I'm stopping because I don't know where I want to camp. This is a nice flat level spot here, but there's no fire pit, so I'd have to dig a fire pit, which is kind of a pain. There's a couple of really nice camping spots kind of up the road. None of these have cell phone service, so that's fantastic. But I think I'm just gonna chill for a minute. have a snack. I have a snack that might be disgusting, and then a snack that I know is going to be good. Queso Frito twist things. They smell like Fritos. Yeah, those are actually pretty good. Yeah, man. I recommend them. They're pretty good. This is a snack that we used to use as currency on a trip that I took with a church back in 2007. These are picante corn nuts. And we used to use them, like I said, as currency and trade them for hand sanitizer, which me and a couple other people would use as showers. That is a memory right there. That's a nostalgia. I'm terrified that these people are going to just stop and ask me if I'm broken down, which emotionally I am. I'm just kidding. Just wave and ignore them. I'm not emotionally broke down. That was a joke. When I've let the truck sit for a certain amount of time, it doesn't want to start. It's something with a carburetor, which is my fault. But let's see. Yep. This carburetor came out of the ocean, it looked like, when I got it, and I rebuilt it, so that's on me for just not buying a new one. But new carburetors are $400 and something, and this one was 50 bucks. And the rebuild was 20. So you do the math. The more of these I eat, the better they taste. It's just like it was back in the old days. Alright. If you remember, that's where I stayed in episode 1, right there. I just came from up there, but I'm gonna go this way. The colors are beautiful out here. They're kind of at the end, because these are mostly like burnt and falling off. Oh man, isn't it beautiful? And I bet this mountain's gonna shield us from the wind pretty well. I'm here. And aside from a chair over there, I think I'm the only one here. Let's see. Oh, I know what this is. Do you know what this is? That's a very special kind of chair. That's what that is. I thought at first that maybe the chair had just fallen apart, but that chair has been deliberately cut, so that's cool. I'm gonna stay away from here. Big old mushroom. Not touching that. That looks very toxic. It's very peaceful here. I've been here once before in my Suburban, and that was actually about a year ago in the fall colors. I'm glad to make my way back out here again, but this time it's much different. Because this time I'm in my truck, and I don't have a full camping setup in my truck, as you can tell. But I did bring 2 things. Well, I brought a lot of things, but I brought a truck tent, which I really don't feel like setting up, and I brought a regular tent, which I think I might feel like setting up. I got myself a nice new long sleeve shirt from Bass Pro or Cabela's or whatever it is. I think it's a good color for me. It's not a jacket, but it's warm enough for me. I don't need much. I'm used to cold weather. It's just nice to have, you know, choice of color. I brought the axe that I'm probably not going to need. And as always, a shovel. You should always bring a little shovel. They're cheap, relatively. Let me show you just how magical this instant tent is. See, I'm used to the old-fashioned tents where you would have to throw it on the ground and put the poles through the little slots or whatever they are. But this is magical right here. This is fantastic. So all you have to do is throw it down, open it up, and then you fold out the legs. The poles are integrated down over here and in each corner. So all you have to do is pull them till they click. There's 2, 3, and there's 4. And your tent's set up. That's it. That's all there is to it. It's that easy. Obviously, you want to put stakes on it, and then the rainfly. But it really is that easy to set this thing up. The stand for the rainfly is really simple. It goes behind here, through this pouch, or slot, or whatever you call this. And then you see it slots into this little grommet here on both sides. And then you have a nice little stand for your rainfly. It stays out of your way. Now, in stark contrast to how easy the Instant tent was, we have the truck bed tent. You have good old-fashioned poles. One of these is for the door, and one of them is for front to back. I don't remember which. Yeah, pretty sure this is the one for the back opening, and I'm pretty sure this tan one is for the front to back. I can't believe I'm doing this. I said I wasn't going to. They have these long straps with this little thing on it, a J-hook, I guess. So you're gonna have 6 of those. There's 1, 2, 3. Same thing on the other side. And I'm just hooking them on the bottom lip of the bed here. Before I do anything else, I'm gonna feed the other pole through here so we don't have ourselves a nightmare situation. You know, if I had a family of 10 here, I could have set up everyone their own Instant tent in the time it took me to set up this one. Okay, so it turns out you go through there, then there's these little pouches here. Put those on each side. There's a clip or buckle here, and you don't want to go too tight with this because you can kind of tear your tent. That's what we got. That's probably where I'm going to sleep tonight, honestly, if I can get the rainfly up here. And after all that, I put my rainfly on backwards, and I've stopped caring. That's good enough. It'll keep rain out if I need it to. That was a major pain. As you can see, there's not much sunlight left, so I need to get a fire going like a stat. I also brought food, which I don't know if I'll be able to eat. Maybe a little pine needles, maybe a little more cardboard. Last time I brought pecan wood, which did not do very well. So this time I brought pine, and I think that's gonna do a whole lot better. I don't have a flint and steel. I don't have any of that fancy stuff or primitive stuff. I have a flamethrower. Once again, don't try this at home. I've done this a million times, or at least 4 dozen. I know exactly what I'm doing. Got us a nice little fire going. And this is about ready to take some fajitas. This thing took so long to set up that it's dark. You probably can't see it, or it looks terrible. But trust me, these are amazing. Also hot. I also got one of these like apple pastry things at the gas station, Maverick. If you've never been there, it's pretty good. These are not the best, but they're alright. I've got to get some carbs in there somewhere, right? The cheese Danish ones of these are much better, but this is all they had. I'm not sleeping in the tent tonight. I'm going to sleep in this guy, just because I never have. And I'm going to be honest, in here there's a lot more room than there is in that little 3-person tent. Alright, well isn't this cozy? I have, under here, an air mattress type thing. I hope it's comfortable. Got my sleeping bag, which is rated to minus 25 degrees. So I'll probably get hot tonight. And then I have a random pillow from home. I wonder how close those elk are gonna get. This air mattress, I think, is going to work just fine. Because this... I don't know why this elk is coming so close. It's hunting season. You're supposed to be running away. I'm gonna go to bed after I play some more Pokemon. I will see you in the morning. Good night.
Good morning. It is 8:30. It seems so much later. I did not sleep very well, which we'll talk about in a minute.
This air mattress was comfortable enough last night. It doesn't seem that way because you can push it really easily, but when your body is flat on here, it's actually quite comfortable. This should be exactly the amount I need for coffee. I'm gonna see if the full 2 ounces is an appropriate amount. Moment of truth, I suppose. No, I think the 2 ounces is gonna be good. I can't make it up there, but that is exactly where those elk were. And here's my camp. So that was very, very close. I think that's the closest I've been to an elk, honestly. It was very majestic, but they were very, very loud and rude and kept me up all night. I am very particular about the water ratio in my oatmeal. I do not like watery oatmeal. That disgusts me. 2 packets. I think I put way too much water. The wind has gotten quite bad. It's just as bad as it was yesterday, if not worse. But whatever, I can eat in my truck. I am incredibly tired after last night. I couldn't show you last night because it was so dark, but I have this mover's blanket from Harbor Freight. See, my bed has some rough spots, but there's burrs that stick up. And this is just thick enough to prevent my air mattress from getting poked. This sleeping bag is a Teton negative 25 degree sleeping bag. I really don't care for it. I'm a tosser and turner, and this is just too small for me to be able to toss and turn properly. So I don't think I'll be using this one again. I'd rather just lug around my big old heavy trapper one from Cabela's / Bass Pro. I don't trust my table to be on the back of this thing because the air is going to be coming down this way and that'll just put extra force on my table. So I just have the mount here and the table's under all my goodies there. As usual, all my trash is packed. All right, I think I'm about ready to go. Everything's packed up. I'm tired still, but we're just gonna have to live with that. So it's time to head out. Just remember, tomorrow is going to be how tomorrow's going to be, whether you choose to enjoy today or not. So you might as well enjoy today. And that is exactly what I will be doing until we meet again. Thanks for watching.